Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Speed UHC. This one is featuring the one and only Gravel Rocks. So not too many people commented ideas of what you guys wanted me to talk about, but the one I did like was my thoughts on the UHC update. So I kind of had mixed feelings about it. There were definitely some positive things that came out of the UHC update, but also some things that either I thought it was missing or could have been done better. But overall, definitely a good thing. The UHC community seems to be growing and it isn't as stale as it was before, so definitely a good update overall. So first and most importantly, the solo UHC came out. Everyone was pretty hyped for that. I typically don't play it that much because every time I do, I just get cleaned up. It's just I don't know. There's no great way to avoid it. I know a lot of people in the forums want to make different things like death chests. That way it's easier to loot stuff, but there are definitely some patches that could be made to fix it, but it's also part of the game. It's just kind of annoying. Also, I just like playing with teammates anyway. It's more fun when you're actually playing with people. But solo UHC is fun and definitely a good thing. Next, the new deathmatch maps. So I think it's great that they added new deathmatch maps. That was definitely needed, and they're pretty good. The one issue I have is there's the one map where you can like climb upstairs onto a building. I don't know what they were thinking when they made that, but you can camp the top so easily and just place lava as soon as someone starts climbing up. It's pretty dumb that there's something like that in a deathmatch map. I completely disagree with that, but other than that, I like the new maps. So tier 2 prestiging, I like the idea of it, but I think it's too expensive. There are a few different classes, such as Hunter is the just most ridiculous one. You have to spend 500,000 coins to get what? You get 2 extra nuggets per kill. That's nothing for 500,000 coins. Like, that's horrible. I can't imagine anyone would get that unless they already have everything unlocked. The Bloodcraft, it's still expensive. Like 500,000 coins is so much, but at least it's a little bit better. I actually have tier 2 prestige Bloodcraft, and it's nice, but still not worth 500k. I could have gotten better things, but I like the idea of it though. It's interesting, but a little too expensive in my opinion for some of them. So with the extras that they updated, Axaparin I feel like didn't really get nerfed that much. It has more true damage. The only real downside to it now is the durability. But if you're only hitting them once and then dual wielding with another weapon, then the durability isn't really a huge issue. So I feel like they should have nerfed it a little bit harder. Personally, I think it should be harder to craft, but that's just my opinion on the subject. Although I have to admit, it was definitely an interesting idea to make it a gold axe. That was one thing I hadn't even considered when I was thinking of ways to nerf it. So that was pretty unique and interesting. Yggdrasil's pretty sweet now. That was one extra ultimate that you never saw anyone making, but it's actually pretty good now. So I'm glad they did something to that. And then Chest of Fate. A lot of people think it's less overpowered now, but I kind of think it's more overpowered, to be honest. If you get speed along with 20 Hearts of Absorption, like that's so much. It doesn't matter that you can't refill it because it's enough that you don't really have to. Plus you get speed the entire time now. I think that's pretty ridiculous. I think they just should have patched being able to refill it because they already showed that they were capable of doing that. So why didn't they just leave it to that? Or 20 Hearts of Absorption but no speed. that's my thoughts on it. I think it's pretty overpowered because it's pretty easy to make and it's very strong, but we'll see if they do anything about that. So 0-0 without trees. At the start, like when they first released it, it didn't seem like that was really happening, but now it seems like it is working. At the very least, it'll be like a savanna, so there are trees, but it's not enough to really be an issue. So I think that's definitely a good thing, because it was really annoying to have a jungle 0-0 or like a birch forest 0-0. That was just horrible. So I'm glad they implemented that, and I'm glad they got it working. So some things I think they should have done. One would be adding more professions. I think a lot of people were kind of expecting them to add more professions since it was such a long wait since the last update. But that didn't happen, and I think a lot of people were disappointed about that. Because I don't really think that adding the tier 2 professions was really enough. I think like 1 or 2 more professions that introduced like 1 or 2 new extra ultimates could have been pretty cool. I get that it's kind of hard to balance things, and that would make high star players even more overpowered, but so do these tier 2 perks. So new professions definitely could have been added, but maybe the next time. Last but not least, the 2-block fall damage finally got fixed. So it wasn't exactly part of the UHC update, but that finally got fixed and is awesome. So that's about it. Comment any ideas you have for topics, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.